Clan. This is Ethan here. Just wanted to continue my series on FL Studio tutorial videos. I know the last time I showed you guys like how to use the program. I didn't really go over how to make a song, like when there's like chords and stuff, all that. So, you know, since I'm a musical genius and all that, I thought I'd show you how it all worked. So we are going to open up a blank project here and just see what happens. 1 second, let me, how do I flip the camera? Okay, here we go. Got the nice little project open here at FL Studio. I know I got some comments earlier saying that this wasn't my setup. That this is my setup, guys. I'm in my room. You know, since my dad's dead or whatever, I kind of took his money. Anyway, let's get back to the tutorial. Okay, so we have these things called tracks here. This is where your instruments are going to go. So, you know, since you guys are so good at learning, I'm just going to assume you guys know how this program works. Kind of want to go more into the music aspect. So these are just some plugins that I have, yada yada. I have a lot of money, you know, because I have all these. We're going to click on contact for today because we have some cool orchestral instrument. Okay, sorry, I thought it was going to take a shorter time. I paid for better internet. Okay, so we have it up right here. We're going to choose the best of the best. Ignore that. I paid for this. It's just called that for the title. Okay, let's pick something standard. All right, Pandora bursts. Let's see. Let me get the volume good. Let's see what this sounds like. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, okay. So we got this. That's our good first instrument. Let's pick another one. You always need multiple instruments. Let's open up contact again. Probably gonna need a drum kit. Let's open that. Default settings should be good. Come on, don't have all day. Oh. What? You fucking kidding me? Okay, we are back, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulty. I think Harold might have like tripped over the router or something. I don't really know. It's hard for me to hear downstairs. But we have our instruments pulled up right here. I just finished them for you. We got the Pandora bursts. Those sound really cool. You know, if we demonstrate here, like pretty awesome. We got some drums, drum kit. We got the brass right here, and we got some strings. Yeah, you know, right there, and then we have some woodwinds. So we got all of our instruments. What do we do now, Ethan? Well, let me tell you. All right, so we have these over here. These are our what are they called again? Oh, patterns. Yes, these are our patterns here. All we're going to do is we're going to drag them onto the tracks from what I said earlier. So this is actually where you're going to see the notation itself. So there we go. Now if we get this outline tool, we can outline these and extend them out. Let's make this song about 16 measures long. These are what the measures are. If you're a musical genius, maybe you'd know more about that, but I'm not teaching you about the program, just teaching you how to make the music itself. So we got our instruments laid out. Now we just got to go inside, double click into it. We have this keyboard, everything we need. So now we're on the Pandora burst, but if we wanted to change it, we have our little tracks right there, our instruments. So let's just start with the note. My go-to notes is C. I like that one quite a bit. So we can start with C, like a drone per se. So we were to press play here, we hear that note there. Let's start with that. I think we need some brass accompaniment with this. So I'd say let's go with like a B up here maybe. The trombone here maybe. Have a D up there and an E there. Let's see how this sounds. Sounds pretty good. I think we can make it a little bit better. Let's do like a... let's do a G sharp. Oh, it's like... there we go. Okay, every song needs a melody. So let's go to the woodwinds and let's start to come up with a melody. Sometimes I like to just, mess around on the good old keyboard here and see what I can come up with. So let's just improvise here. Okay, after some improvising, I figured out what melody I want to I figured out what melody I wanted to use. So let's go back to the program. Okay, so I kind of wanted to do this melody where it's like dun, 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 something like that. I came up with it myself, so yeah. Yeah, let's do B flat. Okay, we got this. Let's go to the pattern just so we can hear this instrument only. Okay, we're gonna need some triplets. Let's go to the 1/3 so we can divvy it up into these 3. And then there we go. And then let's copy this with the highlight tool. Control C on the keyboard. Control V for paste. And then we just kind of drag it over here. And then, have that sustain out. Okay, now that we have our melody and our chords, let's add some string accompaniments. I kind of want like some background like sound effects and stuff. So let's just pick a couple things there. Let's just have sustain and maybe some of these. Really, just making music is just a process here. It just takes a lot of just experimenting and just figuring out what you want, per se. Okay, so let's do that. Just doing some copy and paste stuff. Okay, let's go back to our chords. Since our melody's a little longer here, let's go to the brass and just kind of mess with some chords here. Maybe get a... okay, and then we got... make this a little shorter. I kind of just want to extend on the chords a little bit. Yeah. I think there's an E in that melody. Don't really remember though. Okay, so we got some notes here. Let's see how it sounds. All right. After that play right there, I mean, I'm pretty confident in my music ability right now. I don't know about you guys. That had some crazy suspense elements, a lot of just openness sound, and great tone overall. So there is one problem with this, though. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. Okay, after giving you some time to think about it, it is in fact the melody. It's not heard. You can't hear the melody here. The chords are too loud. So let's bring it down a little bit. I would go to the mixer here and kind of like, make some automation clips, but we don't have time for that. We're making a short little tutorial video here. So let's just, this is the volume dial. Let's turn it down just a little bit. Turn up those woodwinds. Oh yeah, maybe the Pandora bursts need to go down a little bit. Honestly, yeah, we could add some more Pandora bursts in there because it just sounds so cool. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. All right. So now we have that. We can also go inside here, and you see this. This is actually volume. You can actually raise these. So if you highlight all of this, go to your pencil tool, and then just kind of do that. It's pretty simple. It goes up, so maybe we can see if we can hear it. Oh, you hear that, guys? It's more heard. But I think what we really need to do, come on guys, we got to put it in the Pandora bursts. So if we copy and paste this, well, maybe we could put it in a different key. That would be sick. All right, let's give it a play. Ooh, I think I'm gonna bring it down just a bit. Yep. See how this individual's instrument sounds like? And it has that little D sharp there for some suspense with the chords here. You don't know where it's gonna go. So yeah, just a quick tutorial. I know I said it'd be 16 measures, but you know, I don't really care. I guess I could add some drums. See if that would make it sound pretty nice. Just one sec. Okay. Sorry, I had to complete this drum beat off camera because I just needed to do some more researching, some more improvisation. Yes, I was just improvising, trying to figure out what to do. So after completing this drum beat that I definitely didn't download off of a free royalty site, we are now done. So let's hear what this sounds like. This is the final product. All right, let's give it a listen. Ooh, but just wait. That's the end right there. Nice little snare hit. And there we go, guys. A little quick tutorial on how I, break down my genius. It's how I make songs. So if you'd like another tutorial on, maybe what these tracks really mean, or how to download a plugin, just shoot me a comment. But yeah, I think that does it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.